This was a pepper I really enjoyed for the first time last season. Um, and I got those from the same person I got this from, Mr. Gary Smith, Lone Star Mastiff Farms. It's a fantastic chili, about 600, 700,000 on the Scoville scale. It's a Trinidad Viper Mustard. And this fucking pod in my hand right here looks almost identical to the ones he sent me at the end of last season. So remarkable phenotype. I love the way these look. It's a very, very interesting looking chili. Great flavor. Good solid heat. You know, it's hotter than, you know, a habanero, but not quite as hot as, say, you know, a high-end ghost pepper. It's about the same heat as a low-end ghost pepper. So I was excited that he sent me one of these because I remember really enjoying it for the first time at the end of last season. I just found out today that there's a brown, Trinidad Viper brown, and the pictures I saw on that pepper are just incredible. The phenotypes I've seen on that pepper, incredible. I've never had the brown variant before, but I'd love to at some point. This chili really has some nice little dimples and pimples and stuff running across it. Really a gnarly shape to it. Just a beautiful pepper. Beautiful color. Mustards are my favorite. Have been for the longest time. This particular variety reminds me a lot of the Mustard Reaper. In fact, when I opened up the box, at first glance, I thought that's what this was. And then I read the tag on it, and then I remembered, shit, that looks exactly like two of the ones he sent me last year. And again, he sent me this at the very end of last season, like very, very end. Because I'd been wanting to get one all season long because I knew he was growing them and never did. And finally, on maybe the last box I got from him last season, it had these in there. So I'm interested to see if it's hotter than I remember it being then, due to the fact that this is an early season pod compared to a late season pod. Cheers, friends. Beautiful earthy mustard flavor. There was a hint of sweetness. Went away real quick though. Yeah, now it's just real earthy, kind of dirty. See the oils lining the pod, kind of running all the way down the interior walls of it. And there's a little mini guy growing in there, up toward the left there, the top. Great pepper. One for the birds and the spiders, whoever wants it. It doesn't seem any hotter or less hot than what I remember it being. Well, I feel a little bit of warmthness in the belly. The burn is mostly at the front of the mouth here. Tip of the tongue, underneath the tongue is sizzling pretty good. Not much in the gums or the cheek. A little bit in the back of the bottom of the throat here. It's climbing. It's climbing a little bit as we sit here, for sure. I didn't use airplane mode on this, so hopefully nobody calls and disrupts this video, but if this video just cuts short, that's why. I didn't put it on airplane mode because I'm trying to upload another video at this time. It takes forever to upload to YouTube. From the phone anyways. It's got good heat. Might be a tad bit hotter than what I remember, but fuck. It's hard to remember an exact, feeling. You kind of can just remember kind of what it made you feel, maybe what it did to you as far as eyes watering, nose running. Nose isn't running, surprisingly, but this eye might have a teardrop falling. Maybe. It's getting close. It's got me right on the border of labored breathing. I'm needing to breathe a little heavier than normal. Yeah, there it is, see? So just right on the border of that. So she's warm, there's no doubt about it. That feels hotter than 700,000, but not a lot. Maybe 900 to right at 1 million, but could definitely be 600, 700 easily. It's very hard to know. Oh, the pepper bark, that's good. And it's also the 5th or 6th chili that I've eaten in the past 20 minutes or so. So that could be contributing a little bit, but great pepper. I really just wanted to tackle that because I love the pheno, and I remember really liking it, and I like all mustard, so anytime I get a chance to eat some mustard pods, I'm game. It's a pretty strong tongue burn underneath the tongue, tip of the tongue. In the first fourth of maybe your tongue, from the tip back, about the fourth, just that little part. Feel it a little bit on the lips, but not too crazy. Generating a good amount of saliva. Flavor, like we spoke about a little bit, it's earthy. I've often described mustard super hots and mustard hots as having a dirty feel, a dirty flavor. That to me just coincides with that earthy note and that earthy flavor, but it had that slightly bitter, a little bit, but it's also a savory pepper. To me, that's the flavor of a pepper that I enjoy the most, even more than a fruity pod, honestly. Because I just find that flavor profile in mustard chilies to be so neutral and well balanced with that in the heat that they're just more enjoyable for me. So anyways, I'm gonna kill this video. I appreciate all you. Thanks for burning with me. Happy Sunday.